Boom, we're live. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the very first Friday stream. We had one yesterday. We missed out the one on Tuesday. So here we are back on Friday with a stream just so we make sure that we have at least 2 a week. This is where we stopped yesterday. So we're going to continue on with finishing up some of the stuff for this apartment. And hopefully it's going to be interesting. I'm I'm not sure how many people are going to show up live today because, like I said, I haven't really done any live streams on Fridays, so we'll see. Anyways, I actually got one request for a tutorial, which I actually can incorporate into this apartment. And the question was how to make something like this. Now, I got a Pinterest link to flooring, and that flooring is actually a rather interesting design. And that design is you got this these hexagons on half of it, on half of the floor, and then it kind of translates into a wooden floor. And now the great thing about something like this is you can leave the hexagons where your kitchen is, so if you get like any drippings or whatever, it doesn't fall on your floor. So it's a nice idea. So let's see how we can create something like this in our scene. Let me just find something that is going to be more in tune with what we have. So maybe, no. Really? All right, whatever. Okay, let's go with something like this then. We can have different textures. This is really not important, but this is what I wanted to see. So we have just these planks going from one edge to the other, and then you have all of these hexagons near the kitchen counter. So let's see how we do something like this. This is actually not that hard. And the easiest way to be would be you would need to have two things fairly early in the project that you need to define. And the first is where those hexagons are going to be. And the second one is where your floor is going to be. Now, in our scene, luckily for us, we do have the floor, which is here. We have this image. Now, if we have this, the next thing that we want to do is we want to basically go over and define where those hexagons are going to be. Sarah, you see me browsing Pinterest, warms your heart. Well, I did not find this on Pinterest. It was given to me by a friend, and she said that you can find some interesting things over there. So holla back to her. I'm gonna leave her the link so she knows she's been mentioned. And yeah, anyways, okay, as I was saying, we have our floor over here, so we need to just define where we're gonna have those hexagons. So I'm gonna again isolate this, and I'm gonna go over and create one plane. Now the plane is gonna be from one edge here to probably something like this. That's cool. All right. And now I want to go in here, put in some segments. Let's try with something like 20 by 20. Yeah, 20 by 20 is gonna work. And now here's the cheating part, or the easy part about getting a hexagon. All you got to do is just click on Edit Poly, drop down the menu, the ribbon, go into Poly Modeling, and you open up your Generate Topology button. Now, over here you have different options. For this one, we actually want to use this one, Hive, but we need to select one of those edges, or at least one of the edges, in order for this thing to work. So I'm going to select any of these edges. Just kind of depends. If you select one that goes horizontally, it's going to have one way hive. If you select one of the vertical, it's going to have a different line for the hive. So I'm just going to select one edge and click on the hive. and you get right away something like this. It's a bit stretched out, so let's see if I go and select something like this. Yeah, this is more like it. If I want to actually go ahead and control this a bit better, let's try something like this. Decrease that and try to tweak out again. Oh, way too much. There we go. So now they're more or less the same size, but I think it's way too big now. So let's just double down. If we want to double down, we're just gonna go over here and go 40 by 16. Oh, snap. Okay, hold on. There we go. Now we can go 40 by 16. All right. Select that one. Okay, maybe this one. All right, now it's something that I actually like. So the size is right. All right, now I'm gonna anti-isolate. Just make sure I get everything here. Everything is right. No issues. This thing is on the floor. The size is right for these. Awesome. So now all I gotta do is get over here and select all of these hexagons that I want to keep. For example, I'm gonna select all of these because I don't want to keep those. And if I take a look at my images, I can see that they have this thing broken up like this. So it gives it a more of a beehive look. So let's go ahead and do something like this then. Just go ahead and randomly deselect. Maybe like this. All right. I'm gonna delete these. So what I'm left with is these polygons over here, which is awesome. Now, next thing I want to do is probably just get rid of this one as well, and probably even this one. Let's just get rid of all of these over here. That's gonna be seen. The ones that are underneath here, we don't really care about those. They will not be seen, but we can just get rid of. I don't know, just leave them. We don't care about them because we cannot see them. Now, let's get rid of these few here. And boom, we got these as our base for this thing. All right, now, second thing that we need to do before we actually do anything for the geometry is I want to get my floor that I'm going to use for the wood. Provided that I use the same thing for the entire apartment, I can use this flooring. So I'm just going to make a copy of it. Get rid of this thing. We don't no longer need it. Collapse this and call this wooden floor. Wood base floor. All right, so select that one and this one. And now if we had the wood base floor, we want to cut out all the places where this thing intersects with our hive. So just click over here, vertex, and start cutting. So with the cut tool, we just snap to all of the vertices up here. There we go. It's a bit time consuming, but hey, sometimes you gotta spend the time. The great thing about using the snap is that it will always snap over to the vertices, so you don't have to spend all that time trying to make it perfect and then manually snap it. There we go, like this. Alright, let's isolate this and see what we got. With the immortal words of Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear, balls. Alright, control backspace. Alright, sometimes this stuff like this will happen and your cut will be interrupted. So another way that I could have probably done this is just do this then. Damn it, I hate doing this. So get this. Wooden floor. Alright, so floor hide. There. Let's see now. There we go. This is what I should have done. Go from the top, and sometimes this will happen just like you did previously, but now I can actually see it. And when you see this, just backtrack. Doesn't matter if it does this. You see all the, you see that little big line that goes across. The reason why it's putting that line over there is simply because Max does not know how to deal with an Ngon, and it's trying to backtrack to the nearest vertex on the opposite side. So it kind of tries to resolve that issue. Now, backtrack here. It will require a bit of cleanup, but nothing too hard, nothing too complex. And plus, there is a nifty script that can be used to get rid of all of these vertices, because as I'm cutting, if you take a look at the lines that I'm getting, you're going to see that over here, like for example, I have a lot of vertices that are midpoints. So those are not the optimal way of cutting, but we'll see. Just cut, cut, cut. There we go. All right, cool. Now, let's just select this. Yep, we got this thing going all across, except in here, for some reason, it's trying to do some weird stuff. So let's get rid of this. Control backspace. Really? Please just don't crash. Damn it. Alright, got rid of that one. Fine, you know what? There. I'll fix this one manually then. Alright, so by cutting that one, if I move this one up, yep, now I have this thing left as it is. So now, I'm gonna save first, because, goddamn, it can crash. Alright, so I'm gonna convert this to an editable poly, and now, with the vertex selection, I'm gonna make Control A, so it kind of selects all the vertices, and use my vertex cleanup script. I actually have a tutorial previously done on how to use this script. I will see about getting the link to download this script in the description of this video, but if it's not there, just go over on ScriptSpot and go look for Vertex Cleaner. Now what this script does, it will select all of these vertices that are not a corner vertex and right away select them. As you can see, all of those are red ones. So now if I just click clean it, it's going to remove 66 of these vertices. There we go. And just go and manually check some of these cuts, make sure everything is clean, and it is. So awesome. Now here's the interesting part. The easiest way to do the planks, if you have a plane, is by using the ever used floor generator. By just clicking this thing, it will give you the geometry. By the way, hey to everybody, I do apologize. I haven't really greeted everybody, but I was trying to clean this thing up. Anyways, now I want this thing to run, instead of running horizontally, I want it to run vertically, because if I take a look at over here, I can see that my planks are going this way. So I want to mimic that thing. So I'm going to go ahead and first of all rotate this thing. So go in the direction here, 90 degrees. There we go, it goes downwards. And now I want to have just single very, very long planks in here. So it's just going to go like maybe 8,000. That should make all of these planks just ones. And for the width, I'm going to go with something like 40. And that will give me something more in line with something like this. This might even be less than 40 though. Not sure though. We'll see. So something 40, let's check by 30. Yeah, 30 is not bad either. So we get something looking like this. Let's control the offset a bit. So we had extrudes. Let's try extrude of 0.5 and a bevel of a 0.1. There we go. So we get something like this, maybe a bit more though, 0.2. What is this thing? All right, 0.1. Okay, 0.1 it is then. So we get these guys. Let me just try 25. Yeah, 25 is better for me. All right, so we got the details for the planks with the help of the floor generator, and we cut it up into pieces following this hive geometry. But now let's just go in here and select all of these polygons. And first thing I want to do is I want to do an inset. That inset should be a very small amount, so it's like 0.1 by polygon. So that is going to be the crevice in between these guys, similar to what we have over here. So click on, maybe let's try 0.2 and see how that thing works. That 0.2 can work as well. And there is a reason for doing this, so bear with me. And now I want to bevel it out. So again, I'm going to do the bevel similar to what we had here. So 0.5. Make sure it's the same height. Well, actually, you know what? Before I do the bevel, let me just check what do I have here. So 0.5 and 1. So extrude is going to be 0.5, bevel of 0.1. All right. Okay, so bevel 0.5 and 0.1. Minus 0.1, so it goes inwards like this. All right, click OK. And this is what I have now as geometry here. Okay, so I can now use this as it is. There we go. And use it as a use it with a texture or pretty much color, or I don't know, anything that I want. In here though, as I can see, they're not all the same color. And if, just for example, I'm going to do something so you can see what the problem might be and how to solve something like this. For example, if I have something like this and I apply a texture to it, so I'm going to just use one of the textures that I have in my scene, put it here. Right away, you're going to notice that we have a bit of a problem. The UVs are kind of screwed. So just to make it simple, I'm going to put a UV map on the top of it, make it a face, and this will put the same texture everywhere. Or I can put it as a planar, and this will make it one continuous texture. Now, for this to work, and just so you don't have to go ahead and unwrapping this and individually moving all of these, what you can do is you can actually cheat a bit. And the way that cheating is going to go is you can go over here, for example, and you start selecting random elements like this one. Just make sure you select the ones in the actual polygon that is facing upwards. There we go. Just make sure that they are not touching each other, because if they are touching each other, it will be a problem with the texture. It will, well, basically it's gonna look like it's continuous, and that will break the illusion. So just select some random ones like this one. Now grow it once, and now when you click on the UV map, just see this thing over here, this square. It means that I have a selection of polygons, and if you take a look at the UV map, you can see that same square next to it. This means now that this UV map is only going to be applied to the polygons that have been chosen by the edit poly. So I'm going to click over here and click a new edit poly. Now you can see that these guys have UV maps placed to them, and the rest don't. So now what I can do here is just go in, select some of them that don't actually have a UV map, again like this. It does take a bit of time, so if you're doing this in this manner, it might you might need to spend some time doing it, but oh, that's the price you gotta pay if you want to have a cheating way of doing the UVs. So like all of these, now put a UV map on top of them. Put the planar, go 100 by 100, so we at least retain the same size, so 100 by 100. And now what I can do is I can move this UV map. It's only going to apply to those guys. Or what I can do is just rotate this thing for maybe, let's say, 25, and put another edit poly. And right away, you're seeing that we are breaking up this whole thing. And it doesn't look like it's been done this way. So these ones that I actually selected, they're going one way. The ones that I have from the first one, they're going the other way. And you can control all of these individually by the UV maps. Or what you can do is individually select them, give them a different ID, and use a multi sub-object material and give them different colors. But yeah, for now, I'm just going to leave it as it is. And if I take a look at my kitchen now, I have all of this going for me, and I'm going to give this thing a bit lighter color. There we go. You can do it with a modifier and multi-sub material. Like I said, multi-sub material to make it randomize faster. There is a script, I know that you can use it, that it will randomly select polygons and give them individual IDs. I'm gonna have to check though. The name just kind of meh. what was the goddamn name of that script? I'm gonna have to check and get back to you guys about that one, but I know for a fact that there is a script doing that thing. Where do you plan on placing the dining table? Dude, this is the dining table. You do not get a full-fledged dining table in a micro apartment. So, see this thing? That goes underneath. Oh. This thing goes over here. These goes underneath. So, yeah. Alright. Close. So, no dining table. This thing is all you get. Yeah, you don't need a script. Max has a modifier. Well, it's quite possible, though. I haven't used it, to be honest. I haven't had the need for something like that in a long time now. I should check it out, though. What's it called? It's called the element randomizer or something. Okay, let's see. It's called element randomizer. No. No. Have you ever tried working with the iRay from Substance Painter? iRay is not from Substance Painter. iRay is from NVIDIA. And Substance Painter just happens to use iRay. So, yeah. I have played around with it, but nothing too, like, regular. No. Anyways, now we have the flooring and... God, what the hell is this? What's this? Oh, of course. Floor generator comes with a grout. So let's go with 0. There we go. Now it no longer has that space in between all of these planks. So it's fixed now. Now let's go over to the second thing that we were supposed to do here, and that is fix up this part, the bathroom, and we need a shower here. Now for the shower thing, I'm gonna go and gonna have to choose what do we make. I need a shower head. All right, I'm gonna open up my Discord so you guys can give me some ideas. Let's see. Okay, that thing is open. It's really related. Okay, so we're gonna look for shower heads. Shower heads. Image. Okay. Alright, this looks kind of okay. What do you guys think? Do we like this one? Let me put this one. Alright, put this thing. S, please. What is S, please? That one is okay. What are these? Okay. Not a big fan. Showers. Well, if anybody's got any ideas, you know what to do. Find the link, go over to the Discord channel, drop down in the streaming related, and just like Liliashi just said, this is Sarah, she just posted something, and this thing is more or less exactly like the one that I just found. Amazing. Alright, so more. No, not doing this. Wait. No. Alright, we're gonna do something like this then. I actually like this because it has that static shower head. It has this handle shower head, and it has this thing you can basically adjust the height for this thing. So this is like what, 1 element, 2 elements, 3 elements. The hose is a 4th and a 5th element. Alright, this is not, that's not bad. This one is getting done. So I'm gonna save the image and call this shower head. Boom. Alright, let's start making this thing. I have no idea what the size for this thing is. Oh, by the way, if you guys have any ideas, you know where to leave them. The Discord is your friend. Let's go over here. Oh, what did I just do? What the hell did I just do? Ah, it's fine. Alright. Alrighty then. Save first, because saving is always great. Once we save, check what the hell is happening here. That's fine. No issue. That's not fine. It's one of those small things. There we go. It's not. All right. That's cool. Alright, back again to saving and opening up a new scene and starting to build the thing over there. Boom, 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 boom. New. And reset. Yes, I want to reset. Cool. Okay, so let me open up my... Karen, check the description in the video. You can see over there you have the links to the website, the Twitter, the Facebook group, the Discord server, everything is in there. Alright. Micro apartment, reference images, and we're gonna go with the blah 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 blah. Where is it? Shower head. Alright. Alright, cool. Alright, let me get... God damn it. I'm kind of curious what you guys do and what you guys think, as most of you are either 3D artists or working with 3D, or you're sitting in front of the computer all day long. What is you guys like? What do you guys think about physical activities? Do you guys go to the gym? Do you guys do like Pilates, aerobics? What do you guys do to like get your body stress-free? Come on, fill me up. Fill me in with what you guys do. Alright, so this is what I'm going to be looking at, and I'm going to be reading what you guys say. So let's see what you guys do. Alright, so I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to start off with, let's start with a cylinder. Mm-hmm. 15. It's going to give me a 30. So, oh man, you physically walk to the car and go home and sit at a computer. Well, Mark, that's an amazing way of like looking at things. GunPro and you sleep. Fitness Blender has amazing programs for at-home workouts. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Watching comedy movies for refreshment. That's not bad either. MZPS, you win at life, man. So for refreshments, you fight with your wife. Oh man, God, this is why I actually like this. I walk a couple of miles and I swim 2 days a week. Can't go to the gym due to back injury. Okay, so Obeyed has a back injury. Stanley pays oil canvas. Karen, yep, hurt my back 3 months ago. All right, I'm gonna tell you one thing as well. I had a back injury as well. So last year, that back injury got me out of work for almost 8 months. I couldn't even do anything. I couldn't work. I couldn't sit. I couldn't do pretty much anything. Like, I was in constant pain and it sucked. Like, that back injury crap can really screw up your flow. So you gotta really be careful about that thing. Alright, so I just delete this and go like this. Well, honestly though, I went to a bunch of doctors and they all gave me the same thing. They were like, well, you can either take some medicine or you can take the route of going to surgery, but nobody is gonna like tell you the fact that it might not help you, and if they screw up something, it can leave you paralyzed. So I was like, all right, we're not doing that. So what I did is I went to a guy that does a sort of massage thing, but he's not a masseur, but he's actually a guy that has been like learning ways of something like a chiropractic, but he went over to China and he was like studying there for 10 years. I went to him. No, he's not a chiropractic. There was another word for it. I forgot what it was. I'm gonna have to check and get back to you guys with that one. But all it took was 2 times. I went to him for 2 times. I had a lower back pain. I couldn't sit. I couldn't like walk and all that. It's not acupuncture. No, he did not pinch me with anything. He basically went over down my spine with his fingers. Went over and near the lower part of my neck. He found some nerve. It was pinched or something. So all he did was he applied some pressure on some certain places. In 2 days that I went to him, it was just 2 days. The pain was gone. I had no problems. And he told me that if I went and got the surgery, there is a pretty good chance I could have damaged my spine or my nerves and could have like really gotten into trouble. But there was no problem. He fixed me up, and after he did that, I got back to like being just tip top. Alright, I don't like this one. So let's do it this way. Go with sphere. I'll check the name, see what that thing is called. I'll relay it back to you guys. But I can tell you one thing for a fact. When you're working with computers and you're sitting most of the day, there's one of two things that can go wrong. Either your lower back is going to get screwed over, or if you're unlucky enough, you can get carpal tunnel. Carpal tunnel can be I keep remembering this is YouTube. Carpal tunnel can be a pretty painful thing to deal with. All right. Man. How many... God damn it. How many sides is there? 18 sides. All I can say is make sure you respect your body. You do not want to neglect your body and then just deal with the consequences, because in that fight you will lose. You will always lose. All right. Attach. Bridge. Alright, it's fine with that one. Alright. Well, one of the things that I do enjoy, and I always did enjoy, was going to the gym. And having the problems with the back meant that I was not able to go back to the gym. So yeah. After I fixed up my back, I got back to going to the gym, so I would not change that thing for nothing. And the great thing about doing activity is that I can control my weight better. Like since I was not being like able to move or do pretty much anything, I took on like quite a bit of weight, extra weight, and well, I just put it as it is. I did not put on weight. I got fat, and being fat is not fun, and it's not healthy for you either. So after I managed to like fix up my back, got back to eating right and exercising, I lost quite a bit of like weight. And I think in the last what was it, like 3-4 months now. Actually, it's probably like 4.5 months. Yeah, time goes by. So in the last 4 months, I've lost about almost 30 kilos. And for you guys that are from the USA, in pounds, that is, I have no idea how much. I'm gonna have to check that thing. kg to pounds. So about 30 is about 66 pounds. So yeah. No. Yep. And I can tell you one thing, when it gets down to losing weight, 80% of it is what you eat. Alright, so we got this portion up here. I can use this one. Now for this one, create shape. Linear is fine. Edit poly. Alright, so if I collapse this like this and then put a turbo smooth. Nope, it's gonna screw it up. Alright, so let's do it like this. Delete, delete. Edit poly. Alright, so this is... Okay, flip it around like this, that's fine. Alright, now I want to put it turbo smooth. This will give me more, but it won't cut it in there. Alright, so go insert once. Actually, let's just do it this way. 0.5. No, 1. So apply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's gonna be too little. Alright, so you need to get more. This is the problem when you're not like following up any reference. And I have no idea what the scale is going to be for this thing, so let's go with 3, go. 2, 3, 4, 5. And go. Okay. So. Now if I go to turbo smooth, yeah, this is going to give me that look that I need. Edit poly, select all of these vertices, insert by group, all of them except the ones that are in here. Okay, so insert. Come on, just give me something I can work with. Alright, something like this. Now let's see if this is gonna work. If this works, I'll be happy. If it doesn't, well, shit. Select all of these. You know what? Before I do this, I'm gonna go and copy it over to this side and save. Come on, please don't crash. Okay. Name apartment and go here, call this thing shower. Shower head. Alright, delete these. Convert this to a little poly. Right click and regularize this. And this will not work. Ah, damn it. Fine. If I did this and regularize, yeah, it's just only got 4 sides. Fine, it won't work. Well then, I'm gonna do this thing the easy way around, and instead of doing it with all of this extra geometry, I'm just gonna cheat and do it the lazy way around. Delete that one. You know what, just delete that. Get that thing again, create shape, linear, it's fine. Edit poly. Flip it around. Insert once, twice, collapse. Turbo smooth, yep, that thing is fine. Turbo smooth, I want the one on the top. And now I'm just gonna get this thing to curl up a bit. There we go. So now when we put on Turbo Smooth, it should have a bit of a lip over at the corner. Oh, no. Move it down. Row and move up. Damn it. Alright, push it outwards. Do I get it like this? Yep, now it's fine. Gonna get that thing, and now I'm just gonna get those nozzles as extra geometry on top of it. Over here. And select this thing, make sure everything is flat. So row and make planar. There we go. Okay, that shower head thing for this piece can work like this. So let's make the nozzle. The nozzle is very simple, just a regular cylinder that's kind of squished in. Okay, so go in, delete that one, delete the one on the top, select this thing, scale it in, and just so it's easier, give it a shell. 0.1. Yeah, this won't work. Now, edit poly. Remove that one. Select this. Here, scale it down to here. All right, cool. Select this, make it planar on the Z, so it's flat. And boop there. Chamfer it. This is like very, very, very tiny details. They probably are never going to be seen, but yeah, we have them, so why not? Alright, so what I want to do now is just move this thing to the side, get my pivot to go center, and then snap it over at the top, like this. And the reason for doing this is now I want to actually take this thing and make some, circles to follow along there. So I'm gonna make some shapes, circle, center, and go one there, two, all right, again. Alright, circle again. There we go. Alright, so for now, I probably should put one more in. And damn it, now unless we're doing it right. Okay, so select everything and deselect that, so we have something like this. Now what I want to do is get this thing, tools, and go to either snapshot or yeah, with my where is it? Tools. Align array. Yeah, I can array it, but I don't want to do it. Align it. Spacing tool. Pick a path. Put it over here. Increase the count. 50 is going to work. Center, follow, doesn't matter. All of them can be instances. Alright, apply it. Pick a path. Put it over here. Another 50, okay. Pick a path. Whoa, hey, whoa. What the hell did I just do? Of course, select that thing. Again, align, spacing tool, pick a path, click on that thing, apply, pick a path. Should probably make these a bit less. There we go. Apply, pick a path. Apply, pick a path. Because this way they're going to get very, very dense at the middle. But I guess that might be okay. Pick a path. I'm just doing this thing on the top of my head, so yeah. Okay, so and de-isolate, delete this thing. Alright, select everything here. Now, deselect the top, deselect the bottom. Once deselect this thing, and the only thing that's left is the ones that we created. We no longer need them. So we got this. So let's give it a different color. Again with my gray color, so I know everything is done. Alright, cool. So I got the shower head here for this thing. Now next thing, let's just create the easy things that are just simple lines. So for this, oh, come to think of it though, I shouldn't have done this just yet because I'm going to have to see what the hell I'm doing. So I'm going to give it a bluish color. Alright, like this. Save it. Now, let's make the lines for where this thing is going to be held. So this is going to have a line going from here to here to maybe here, and this is where it's going to stop onto the wall. So for this, select that edge, make it a fillet, so it kind of turns there. Fillet this one as well, and with this, just renderable, radial up. Let's try 3 centimeters. Okay, so knowing that, it's fine. Select everything in here. Go group. Now move this thing to 0, 0, and 0. This way I know for a fact that this thing is placed up at the origin. I can move this thing downwards and it's going to be in the middle, like so. Alright, cool. So we got that thing, no problem. So got this going across in here. There is a thing that goes onto the wall. And that thing, although I can create from a cylinder. What I can do is, instead of going with a cylinder, just get in here, select that thing, and start modeling that thing inwards like this. This go and backwards. Chamfer this so we get a rounding up at that corner. All right, cool. And turbo smooth with this will give us an even smoother outlook. I'm definitely gonna have to delete this vertex in there, not the vertex but polygon. And now we get this look. But here's an interesting thing. Over here we get this piece. This is basically a divider, so the water can go down into the hose, or it can proceed over up to here. Oh, and look at this. Interesting. I can add that small detail later on. So let's first of all add that thing up here. It's not hard at all, actually. Just drop in here, select this piece out of it, go detach as a clone, that's fine. Boom, select it. Now, for here, I want to get this thing centered. Rotate around. Ah, damn it. Snap it to 90. Like this. Move it downwards. Okay, like this. Now, let's go in here and start doing some cutting. But first though, I'm gonna make this ever so slightly smaller. Like this. Alright, cool. And now do some cutting. Hopefully this will be projected on just one side, but since we're looking at it from the top, it's going to probably be projected on the top side opposed to the bottom one, but we can just flip it around. Yeah, see? Like I said. So now we can just go over, rotate this thing 180. Alright, cool. Select the element on the bottom. Delete that thing. And let's go in and do some of those fixes that we have here with the cutting. So scroll that over there. Control backspace to that one. And this one can get over here. Get over here. Target weld that thing to here. Before we target weld though, just connect it. Now we can target weld. Get that thing and that thing. Control backspace, remove. Okay, control backspace, connect, connect. Okay, and now target weld. And that can go around. Now, clicking here. Make it go across. Same thing here. Alright, so attach both of these together. Bridge them over like this. put in one edge in there to help hold that form, and turbo smooth on. We get this nice transition. Alright, cool. If we have that, let's give it a bit of a thickness so we can actually see that in here. There we go. So that thickness can go with a shell, can go on the outside. Yeah, well, damn. Always keep forgetting to get my phone on silent. Alright, that's fixed. Shell on the outer amount of 0.5. Ooh, no, hell no. Not gonna play that way. Alright, so to get that thing, I'm gonna do is push this thing outwards. Let's see. Oh no, it's gonna screw it up again. So I probably should have done that pushing before I did all of this fixing up, but what are you gonna do? Alright, so I'm gonna scale this out and see how this thing works. Yep, scaling works, and now just go in here and add in all of those extra geometry elements like this. And put in some extra edges. I want to see how that thing is going to look with just one cut at the edge over here without putting one on the inside. Not sharp enough. Alright, we're going to go with that extra edge. And to fix that, I'm just going to go with something like this first. Put one there, one in here. So I'm gonna get that pinching effect. And there, although I still have an Angon, so I have to fix with that one. Roll backspace, so now add in one cut in there and there. I guess today turned into a hard surface modeling stream, and somehow I ended up modeling stuff for bathrooms. Nice. Alright, got that thing done, so you know what, just go across from here. I'd rather have a triangle at the turn point than an Angon that's gonna do some really unpredictable things. So now the turbo smooth on. Okay, now I have a nice transition over there. Alright, this thing needs to go up a bit. Something like this. Turbo smooth with 2 iterations, that's fine. And now in here, I do need a screw. Make it planar on the, what is it, Y here? Yep. So this thing has 8 sides. All right. Go to cylinder. Go with 8 sides. Give it a height. Radius smaller. Let's see if I remember how I did this last time. It's been a while since I've done this, and I know there's an easy way of doing it. So I'm going to select both of these. Bevel. Give them a height. Make it smaller. down like this. And now get that thing and then delete it. Now select those. Add in 2 connects. Make sure that they are on the. Where's that connect? Alright, there we go. Connect, connect. Connect. This is one of those things that I have in my library of things that I've modeled once upon a time, and I just keep reusing. So now that I actually have to model it on stream, I have to remember how I did this. I know that when you're making something like this, you can probably use a script. I know that for a fact that there was a script that has a bunch of these types of elements to it. So just want to see. Come on. All right. Yeah, there you go. That works. That works as well. Cool. I did not need to use a script. Nice. Turn off the soft selection now. Right click. Regularize. Regularize this. Make sure that they're going to the center. This is fine. Now that thing gets chamfered. And this thing, damn it. That thing, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Now these get chamfered as well, a very small amount of chamfer. 0.01 maybe. So turbo smooth. Yep, this works. There we go. The screw is right to the point that I need it to be. Like this. Okay. Ah, mother. I just saw that this thing has that screw as well, so I can actually take this screw that we got here, rotate it here as a copy, rotate it around, and just put it in like that. Alright, and anti-isolate. Alright, cool. Alright, what did I miss in the chat? It would be awesome to know how you manage your files and libraries. I always make a mess of it. I do too. I love making a mess of my libraries. Your attention to detail is scary. No, it's not. The image of within those engines that would come out really well. Yes, they do. ArcViz visualizations within Unreal comes out great. I've seen some amazing works done with Unity as well. I suck at Unity, so I would be a bad person to ask about how to do work with Unity. So I haven't really done it. Okay, so we got that thing finished there. There we go. Alright, you can get a gray color out. There we go. Alright, we got our bolties with the shower heads done. Save. Yep. Alright, so this thing done. Now, next thing that we need... Oh, hell no, again with this thing. Jeez. Alright, whatever. Okay, need to have the holder. Let's add that thing. Again, easy, simple thing. So it's just a line. Goes from up, down to bottom. And this thing is... What is it? It has 2 cylinders at the top and the bottom. So let's... Ah, shut up. Give me something more. Oh, man. Okay, so cylinder. Oh, interesting thing. This cylinder has a bit of a... you know what? No. Not gonna do it that way. Let's not make things complicated when they shouldn't be complicated. Oh, hey, what the fuck? There we go. Alright, so 16 sides. Hey, Valentina. Welcome to our Friday stream. Use soft selection. No, not gonna need that one. Go down to here. Delete. Move it up. Move it up and collapse. Delete. Doom. Doom. Turbo smooth. Hell yeah. Delete that. Delete this. Move that thing to the side. This thing should go down to about yay high. Yeah, that's fine. You're both getting that gray color. Now let's just make sure that they're all at the same height at the wall. So on this thing. Really? Of course you're not gonna work with me. Oh man, what the hell? Whatever. It's close enough. Alright, so we're going with something like this. What I need to do now is let's just get this. I really don't want to do this again, but meh, whatever. I have to do it now. We started it, so whatever. Let's just get it done. Alright, you're gonna get turbo smooth so you can be smoother. And before I actually haven't stopped working with you, I need to change the color so I can see what the hell's going on. There we go. Now for this one actually has a cylinder that slides two things into it. Alright, 2.5. And the size is going to be very, very different. This thing moves over here, and it's going to move over here. And you're not going to get that thing, but you're going to stay like this. Okay. So what is happening is, again, we're going to do some cuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What the hell is that thing doing there? Nope, I'll leave that thing for now. Alright, so let's do a bit of a cleanup. Delete. Alright, so remove that one and that one. Okay, that one goes across like that. This one and this one. Yep, that one goes across like that. This one goes across like this. Same thing on this side. Control backspace on that thing. Get rid of all the things that we don't want. Alright, so I'm going to do one cut like this. That's going to localize my cuts to this element over here. Alright, that's fine. These two can get welded. This one and this one can get removed. You're getting cut over there. Cut. Alright, control backspace for YouTube. Alright, so I got the top here more or less done. Now I need to do the same thing to the bottom, but I'm not going to be doing the same work again, so I'm just going to use a symmetry. Before I use a symmetry though, I'm going to delete those two because we don't like those two. I'm going to go symmetry on the Z or the Y though. Flip. Alright, cool. Now edit poly. Bridge these two together. I like that. But before I do that, I'm going to go and scale it in once and then bridge. There we go. So now I can easily just go in, add in some extra edges. Over here. And we can get that detail in there. Once, twice, 3 times, collapse. So when I put a turbo smooth, it's gonna have that nice lip up here. Corner, I do need to have one more edge holding this thing. Okay, something is not right. Oh yeah, something is definitely wrong here because yeah, see right there. This tells me that there is a flyaway vertex somewhere here. All right, so when you're doing cutting and you're finished with everything, just do this. Get over at the edge. I'm doing all this thing. Go weld with a very small amount. Okay, so it's not a welding issue. What the hell is going on then? So, all right. All right, zoom in again. Add in one edge up there. Now, grow, move outwards. I want to have a sharp turn in there. One edge in there, another one. Okay, so connect with two segments, pinch them apart. And now I should get a clean cut up there on that corner. There we go. Clean turn, we have that sharp edge. Nice edge up here for the slider. And god damn it, there is another cut in here on this cylinder on the side. Just saw this. All right, so this is turning out to be a pain in a different place that I cannot say on YouTube. All right, so go over here. Let me see if I can actually reuse something. I'm gonna put on this side as a copy. $180. I'm gonna try and do some ninja stuff here, and this is you're right, saving. There, it's saved. This is either gonna work or it's not gonna work. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna be pissed. If it works, I'm gonna be amazing. It's probably not gonna work. All right, let me remove all of those extra edges that I put in here. 1, 2, and 3. Remove. Actually, I'm going to remove these as well. Remove those. Let's see. If I'm seeing this right, logically speaking, this should work. And as an object for now. Alright, can remove that thing, then get this thing to snap over here, so it's again at the same size. Now this thing needs to go ahead and snap up to here. Now you need to go across, snap to there. Hey, it's gonna work. It is gonna work. Okay, you go across to there. You get welded. You get welded. And I feel like I'm Oprah. You get welded, and you get welded, and you get welded. Everybody gets welded. So you get capped. You don't get welded. Okay. So attach this thing to this thing. Well, of course. Weld. Yeah, 4. That's good. You get capped. Why not? I don't see why not. You get cut. You get cut. You get cut. There is one. Yep, in the middle. You get cut in here. You get cut in there. Remove this turbo smooth. Remove that one, and just make it easier for me now. Oh hell! So collapse and collapse. Well, what do you know? Okay. I'm gonna save again. So now, what I'm gonna do is select my angle, just try 20. I'm not using an open subdiv for this, but I'm gonna use one edge over there, one smoothing group over there, one for you, and then one smoothing group for you, and then a turbo smooth with smoothing groups on. 2 iterations. Oh yeah, we get this very, very nice smooth edge, which is similar to what we see here. So in turns, it means that I just need a cylinder in between these two. And that cylinder is going to be very easy to create because I already have the geometry. So get over here, put it like this. Now detach like this. We'll need it as a clone this time around. Boom. Now this guy can actually go all the way down here. Actually, you know what? Just delete that. Ooh, crap. Okay, I forgot to extrude one edge like this. Now I can delete this one. So you snap over on this side and you snap back to okay. Now you need to snap on the corner here like this. I need to push it outwards just a tiny bit like this. So now when I go ahead and scale it inwards, I'm gonna get that roundness here. Select both of these, chamfer around. It's gonna work, and turbo smooth. Okay, so looking at this thing, I have the holder in here, I have this piece that goes through it in here, and I have this little crappy thing up here as well. So that's cool. Somehow I did not envision today's stream to go this way. I started off with flooring and I ended up creating shower elements. Okay, so you get turbo smooth and oh hell no, you're gonna get smaller now because I wanted that detail to be seen. I did not spend all that time so that this thing cannot be seen. There we go. 2 iterations. There we go. I can see that small detail, even though it's very, 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 very slim chance that anybody's gonna see it. I will know it's there because I spent time making that thing. So now move this thing up. All right. What if I go ahead and add turbos? Ooh, no. I don't have the needed. What if I go and do something like maybe chamfer on a very, very, very small amount, 0.01, and make this thing 50. 0.3. How's this thing going to act? 0.5. So with it and without it. This is cylinder. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it with the chamfer thing for now. If I don't like it later on, I can just delete it. Alright, so get this thing to have a different color. Right, just for the record, I'm not a really big fan of creating this type of stuff because it's boring and just extruding cylinders. But today has been the day of the extruding cylinder, I guess. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna do something different then. Put this thing in here so now it's gonna fit. Now let's do some modeling for this. I know for a fact that this thing is a holder for this. So if I put this thing in, what I can do is I can actually create the hose, which is going to be a bit of a different approach than what I've been doing all day today. And it's going to be a nice change of pace, so why not? So make this thing up once to about here. It's fine. And now here is where you have the receiver for the hose, like this. Now add in the extra edges to help with the turbo smoothing of this thing. Go here, one in there, one in there, there and there. And now with the turbo smooth we should get something like this, and probably it would be better if I went in, got rid of these, control backspace, remove this, actually go put it like down like this so it's actually visible, not like that. Ah, damn it. One there, another one there. All right, cool. Okay, so this is the part that we have here. Now I want to create this piece, the hose that goes in here. So this is not that hard either. So first what I'm going to do is, just so I know what the hell I'm looking at, let me get this piece and give it a colorful color so I can see. These two, isolate them both. All right, so all right, now you're using KeyShot for texturing and rendering. Step one, don't use KeyShot for texturing and rendering. Oh, actually, wait a second. Before I go off hard like that, what are you rendering and what are you texturing? So in here now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, just so you guys know, this is what I'm looking at. That's what I'm trying to like recreate. For now, I'm only moving things in 2D. I haven't taken depth into consideration, so now we're gonna have to like make sure we haven't screwed up with that one. So let's get the depth into play. Okay, I have this hose turning. I don't want to get this very, very sharp turn here, so I have to make it like this. Alright. Alright, it's in there, and this one is in here. Alright, now, here's the thing. When I'm making something like this, we can use a texture to get this thing driven and get this thing with displacement, but what I want to do is I want to get this thing with geometry. So let's do the geometry way. Alright, what did I miss? Can I texture in 3ds Max also? Yes, you can. You have to unwrap an object. You can texture it using either V-Ray or Photoshop. Okay, what Captain Pons said, you need to unwrap your things first, and then you need to do your texturing with V-Ray, iRay, Corona, pretty much any renderer that comes into mind. Photoshop is something you cannot render with, but you can make some textures in Photoshop. Alright, I'm kind of worried that I don't have enough of geometry in here, so I'm gonna go refine this thing one more time. And I want to have a nicer like translation in here. The transition is better. It's gonna work. So let's get a few more refinements so it makes sure that it has a much more fluidic look. Like this. Go refined. Probably can work around with this by increasing the steps, interpolation steps, but yeah, it's fine like this as well. Right, let's just make sure it doesn't overlap. No, it doesn't. Okay. Alright, So now the first thing I want to do is I want to end the isolate so I can see if this thing is the right size. I can see that in here it's not. This thing is way too big. So let's unify this size for these two. I'm either going to have to do something like that, or up in this guy, select this guy, select this thing, and just move it up like this. But this time around though, I'm going to need to add in 2 more edges to make sure this is the place where it gets that cut. There we go. Much better. All right, so now this is the thickness of this thing is about the right size for what I want to have. So I'm going to use this thing as a template. Gonna go over here, cylinder, put it like this, so about 0.8. Rotate around. All right, I'm happy with how this thing is. 0.5 is okay. Now edit poly. Delete. Put in 2 edges. Select this thing and go bevel. Local group. Something like this. Now add in the extra geometry. This is going to really amp up that poly count, but who cares? We want to have some nice look on this thing. Turbo smooth. All right, awesome. Before I add in turbo smooth down, I'm gonna save and isolate this thing and do this. Click in here, go upwards, and I want to have how many copies do I want out of this thing. Let's try with 300 and see if that thing is going to be enough. Now attach all of those 300 points. Don't crash, please. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Boom, it did not crash. I'm happy. Okay, weld together. Ooh, weld together with a very, 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 very tiny crap. 0, 1. All right, this is gonna get rid of all of those vertices and de-isolate. Okay, so I have this, and holy crap, this is gonna be too little. I need more, but for now let's just see, maybe I can stretch this thing around. All right, in here go path modifier, path deform, not path modifier. Pick the path, click up on here, move the path. It's going downwards. So go to percent. Really? All right, we're gonna stretch this thing, but we'll see. Percentage wise, 100 to here. Stretch it around. All right, actually works. This is really what I don't like. When you get to something like this, what actually happens, and the reason why this thing is as such is because this spline is not normalized. So I'm going to do is I'm going to normalize the spline. There we go, like this. The spline should be, let's try with a 5. And there we go. We now no longer have that crappy look where you have these things get really squished. So this is fine. Now path deformity is no longer needed, so I'm going to collapse 2. So now this is actual edit poly. Give it a different color. And now I can select this beautiful spline, delete it, and it's no longer needed because hey, we got this thing done. And the greatest thing is I can put a turbo smooth on, and if my scene was not heavy enough, now it definitely is 588,000 polygons, because without it we only have 150, and who cares if we have 500,000 polygons going to a goddamn hose. Yeah. All right, what did I miss out on the chat? Will you be upgrading to 2020 in the next month? Hell no. When it's the year 2022, I might upgrade to 2020. This is what happens with Autodesk. Always, when they come out with a new software, it takes them about 1.5 to 2 years to get it to a workable place. Up until then, you're basically just like testing the software for them. I don't want to test their software. I just want to use that software. Okay, so we got this thing. I really do not believe that I spent an hour doing this thing. Hot damn. All right, here it's the top. It's the top. This is the. Where is my front left? All right. What view is this? Right. Okay. Dude, it might be great work, but it's one of those things that spends a lot of time, but it's not much to show for it. Like somebody asks you, what did you do for the last hour? And you tell them a hose and some holders for shower head. And they go like, really? That's all you did? All right, let's get this thing done. Ho! Calvus. What is this? Calvus DRT. You gave me 20 of something. Calvus, what did you give me? What is that? This is the first time this yen? There's a smiley cat. God damn. Cheers, man. You are the first. Hey, that's rupees. Hey, whatever, man. Whatever it is. 20 rupees. Why not? So this is how that super chat thing looks like. Hey, cool. I got no idea how much rupees is, but hey, cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, why not? Why not? You are the first one that has ever done this. Is this the super chat thing? Hey, it doesn't matter what's the like the how big it is or whatever. It's just like, even if it's 10 cents, I'm happy. You know. It's the first time I've actually seen this thing pop up, so it's cool. Kudos to you, dude. Kudos. Oh, by the way, today was the first day that we got my first member. I got a guy that joined the membership thing. So, yeah, this one goes out to Shukrat. All right, what was I doing? Ah, yes, I was doing this thing. So this cylinder is 16 sides. Hey man, I'm not gonna like judge people. Like, it's cool, whatever it is. The thing is, when it came out here, this is how it looks like on my side. A smiley cat with something. Yeah. Alright, so now. Well, feel free and check if you can pay with your Google anytime. Alright, so now I need to get just one more in here. This thing is 16 sides. Dude, Substance Painter, all versions are workable. There's no wrong with Substance. Like, all of their stuff is, even their most current versions, they're always up to date. So I'm not gonna hate on Substance. Although they got bought out by Adobe last week, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, move this thing up a bit. Bridge. That's fine, and oh. Why does this thing look so snazzy here? Alright, I'll get two more cuts in there, one in here, and now we no longer have that roughness, we have a nice cut. Alright, awesome. Okay, so we got this thing done, we got this thing done, and the only thing that I'm missing here is the nozzle for this thing, but I might get very, very lazy and probably just steal something maybe from here, or I can just create a new one for it, but we'll see. Anyways, holy crap, it's 6 p.m. All right, we've been going on for 2 years. I was gonna say 2 years now, 2 hours, and today has been a very, very fun stream. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys had some fun, and I do try to keep my streams entertaining as well. So other than like just creating stuff, I like to have some fun, get people involved, get some ideas, show you how we can like model. So this is basically what we did here today. If you came in a bit later, the other thing that we did cover on this stream was how to create the flooring here. So we got this type of a flooring. So you can just go back, see how that thing was done. So you have this, we got this flooring, and well, pretty much once we get the shower head, we're gonna put it in here. We're gonna need put on some doors, choose what type of a lighting we would like to have for our scene, and this scene is pretty much mostly done. So like always, hit that like button, because that tells YouTube that you guys are enjoying these live streams, and YouTube goes ahead and shows it to other people. Then other people find it, they come in, they join us on the live streams, and we get more people to join us and have some more fun, and that is a win-win for everybody. So like I said, hit the like button. If you can and you can afford it, hit the join button, then you're gonna be part of the supporters. And the most importantly of it all, and the thing that I care most about, is that you guys learn new stuff, you have some fun, and you guys have a great day and the great rest of the weekend. So cheers guys, and I will see you all in the next stream. Peace.